It was a warm summer afternoon in the quiet suburban neighborhood where Emily lived. The air buzzed with the sounds of cicadas, and children's laughter echoed through the streets as they played games in the yards and parks. Emily, a 14-year-old girl with a curious mind and a contagious laugh, had decided to ride her bike to meet her friends at the park. She had always loved the freedom of riding, the wind in her hair, and the endless possibilities of adventure ahead. Her parents had reminded her, as they always did, to be careful on the roads. She smiled and waved as she set off, blissfully unaware of how much her life was about to change. Before continuing, I wanted to ask you a quick favor. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and your help is very important. So if you subscribe and comment subscribed, I will respond to your comment as a thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Now let's continue. The sun was bright, the sky a clear blue, and everything about the day felt perfect, until the moment it wasn't. Emily pedaled down her usual route, the wheels of her bike humming softly on the asphalt. She approached an intersection she had crossed countless times before. The light was green, and she moved forward without a second thought. But what she didn't see, what no one could have predicted, was the car speeding toward her. The driver, distracted for just a moment, failed to notice the red light. In a split second, the car plowed through the intersection, slamming into Emily and throwing her several feet into the air. The scene was chaos. Bystanders screamed, rushing to her side as the car screeched to a halt. Emily's small frame lay motionless on the pavement, her bike twisted and mangled nearby. A man dialed emergency services, his hands shaking as he tried to describe the horrific accident. Time seemed to slow as everyone held their breath, waiting for some sign of life from the young girl. Emily didn't move. When the paramedics arrived, they worked tirelessly, but her condition was dire. Her heart stopped altogether, and for over 10 minutes, there was no heartbeat, no sign of life. As doctors fought to revive her, Emily experienced something extraordinary. She later described it as being pulled away from her body. At first, she was disoriented, seeing the hospital room from above. She saw the doctors working on her, her parents pacing in the hallway, and the despair etched on their faces. Then the earthly scene dissolved into something indescribable. She was enveloped by a radiant light, warm and pure, filling her with peace beyond anything she had ever felt. In this otherworldly realm, Emily found herself surrounded by colors she couldn't name and sounds that were almost music, yet entirely different. The sensations vibrated with life and energy, as if everything in this place was alive. It was then that she saw a figure, Jesus. He radiated love and safety, and his presence silenced every doubt in her heart. When he spoke, his voice resonated not just in her ears but in her very being. "You are not here by accident," he said gently. "There is something you must see and understand before you return." Emily was shown a breathtaking view of Earth. From this vantage point, she saw the planet glowing with beauty, oceans like liquid sapphires, forests alive with vitality, and people living in harmony. Yet, as she watched, the vision shifted. Fires raged, floods engulfed cities, and chaos erupted as divisions among humanity deepened. Greed, violence, and environmental neglect were painted starkly before her. Despite the destruction, Emily also saw moments of hope. Communities came together, individuals sacrificed for others, and kindness shone as a beacon amidst the darkness. Jesus turned to her and said, "The world is at a crossroads." These visions show what could happen if humanity continues on its current path, but also what could be if people choose love, unity, and truth. Emily felt overwhelmed but inspired. She understood that these images were not just warnings, they were choices. Humanity's future was not set in stone, it was being shaped every moment by decisions made collectively and individually. Among the visions, one stood out. She saw a man standing firm amidst the chaos, a polarizing figure, yet resolute. It was Donald Trump. Emily watched as he faced relentless opposition, enduring trials and isolation. Jesus explained, "He is a catalyst. Not perfect, but chosen to expose hidden truths and challenge humanity to confront uncomfortable realities." This vision was complex, showing both supporters and detractors. Emily struggled to understand it fully but realized that the focus wasn't on Trump's persona but on his role in sparking reflection and action. His presence symbolized the necessity of addressing systemic issues and divisions. As Emily continued to witness these revelations, she saw darker forces at work. Shadowy figures conspired in secret, orchestrating events to sow division, fear, and despair. Jesus revealed that these forces thrived on ignorance and conflict. He showed Emily attempts to disrupt progress, acts of violence, such as the destruction of a futuristic Tesla Cybertruck, symbolizing humanity's potential for innovation and unity. The spiritual battle is real, Jesus said. But darkness cannot withstand light. Exposing these forces weakens their power. Emily's heart ached as she saw both the beauty of what humanity could achieve and the devastating consequences of its failures. She understood that this battle wasn't just external but internal, within every person's choices. Emily felt herself being pulled back to life, the divine light fading into the cold sterility of the hospital room. She gasped awake, her parents weeping with relief. Yet Emily knew her return was not for comfort. It was a mission. Over the following days, she recounted her experience, starting with her family. Their reactions ranged from awe to skepticism, but Emily remained steadfast. As she began sharing her story publicly, the responses were mixed. Some dismissed her visions, while others found themselves deeply moved. Emily emphasized that her message wasn't about a single leader or event, but about humanity's collective power to choose unity and love over fear and division. Emily's story ignited a movement. Communities organized discussions inspired by her message. Churches and schools explored ways to teach unity and responsibility. Innovators began reassessing the ethics of their work, inspired by her vision of technology used for healing and progress. Emily herself continued to speak, reminding audiences that while the battle between light and darkness was daunting, it was also empowering. The devil thrives in fear, she often said. But fear loses its grip when we choose faith, action, and love. Her story became a rallying cry, not just for spiritual awakening, but for tangible change. It reminded people that their choices mattered, that they could shape the world not by waiting for miracles, but by becoming part of them. Emily's near-death experience was not just a story of divine encounters or horrifying visions. It was a call to action for humanity. Her journey showed that even in the face of overwhelming challenges, hope could prevail if people chose to act with courage and compassion. Her message became a testament to the power of unity, love, and truth, a reminder that the future was not something to fear but something to create. If you found Emily's story inspiring and thought-provoking, imagine what more we can explore together. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just supporting us on our journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, you're becoming part of a growing community seeking deeper truths and a brighter future. Subscribers will gain exclusive access to stories like this, thought-provoking discussions, and insights that can inspire real change in your life and the world around you. Don't miss the opportunity to be among the first to join a movement of hope, unity, and understanding. Hit the subscribe button now, and let's uncover more stories that challenge, inspire, and transform. Together, we can make a difference.